Lesson 8.1, adding and subtracting polynomials. Focused learning targets. I can write polynomials in standard form. I can add polynomials, and I can subtract polynomials. A polynomial is a monomial, or a sum of monomials, each called a term of the polynomial. So here's an example, is 4x to the 3. This is a monomial. There's only one term. X to the 3 minus 8. And here we have 7 times x squared minus 4 times x plus 6. A monomial is a number, a variable, or a product of a number, and one or more variables with whole number exponents. The degree of a monomial is the sum of the exponents of all its variables. So 0, what's the degree of 0? There is no degree, because 0 to the power of 0 is not equal to 1. We have the monomial 8, and the degree of 8 is 0, because 8 times n to the 0 is equal to 8 times 1, so that's equal to 8. There's no degree on the 0 because you can't have a variable n to the 0. Our next monomial is m, and what is the degree of the monomial? It is 1. M to the 1 is m. And our next monomial is 0.5 times x squared. What's our degree of the monomial? It's 2. It's the highest power of all its variables. And here we have 3 times x squared times y. What's the degree of the monomial? It's the powers of the variables squared, or the exponents of the variable squared. So we have 2 plus 1. So the degree of the monomial is 3. Here we have a binomial, is the sum of two monomials. We have an example here, right? X to the 3 minus 8. We have two terms. That's a binomial. We have a trinomial, is the sum of three monomials. We have an example of that here, where we have 3 terms. That's a trinomial. It has 3 terms. The degree of a polynomial is the greatest degree of any term in the polynomial. So, degree of a polynomial is different than the degree of a monomial. In a degree of a monomial, you add the exponents of all the variables in the monomial. But degree of a polynomial is the greatest degree of any term in the polynomial. So for example, we have 4 times x to the 3 minus 8x. We have a power of 3 here, and we have an exponent of 1 here. So the degree of the polynomial is the bigger exponent. It is 3.